Good day, everyone. To all our listeners and viewers, may we present to you our research review on the relationship between teachers' attitudes towards technology use in education and autonomy behaviors. Hi, I am Heniel Sicantuba, a group member of Group 2 that will discuss to you about the introduction and or the abstract of the research, along with Mr. Jesmos, Mr. Aben, and Mr. Gading. First, you may ask, Number 1. What does autonomy behavior or behavioral autonomy means? Number 2. Why is it important to research about the relationship of the teacher's autonomy behaviors and attitude towards technology? Number 3. How did the researchers conduct the study? Answering the first question, behavioral autonomy is the ability to make decisions and follow through with actions wherein one does not simply follow along or copy the decision-making styles of their parents or peers. In a nutshell, this is the ability of the teachers to become creative in their way of teaching. For the second question, it is important to research such a topic to identify if the technology can be used in teaching accordingly by our teachers in our curriculum nowadays. And lastly, the researchers gathered and tested teachers from different sexes and environment to identify whether their attitude and abilities affect their teaching using technology. Now, the method of gathering data will be discussed by our group member Mr. Jesmos, and the conclusion will be discussed by Mr. Aben, and our reflection of the research will be summarized by Mr. Gading. Thank you.
So, at this point, we'll be talking about the methods which the researchers used and how they came up with the different scales in this research. In this part of the study, they used survey and correlational model to gather all the information needed in this research. To determine the group of the study, the researchers used descriptive statistics categorizing their respondents. And on their data gathering procedure, the researchers used demographical information form, scale of attitude towards technology and teachers' autonomy scale, and to get the results from the collection of data, they use ANOVA to treat and show the correlation of the dependent and independent variables of this research. About the findings of this study, there are three categorizing results. First, the attitudes of the teachers regarding the use of technology in teaching does not vary significantly in relation to their gender and type of school they work, either private or public. Second, teachers' attitudes towards the use of technology in teaching does not differ significantly on their professional seniority. And lastly, autonomy behavior of the teachers do not differ significantly in relation to their gender and educational attainment. Through the findings of the researchers, it is safe to say that the variables related to the autonomy behavior did not significantly predict the teachers' attitudes towards the use of technology in teaching.
In conclusion about this, the study found that teacher process, autonomy and professional communication autonomy behaviors impact attitudes towards technology used in educational practices in a positive and substantial way. The autonomy of the teaching process, according to these findings, plays a crucial influence in attitudes towards the use of technology in the classroom. As teachers' autonomy in the classroom grows, so does their enthusiasm for using technology in the classroom. Kolak defines autonomy in the teaching process as the ability to make judgment regarding teaching and classroom management on one's own. Within the teaching process autonomy, the amount of time to allocate to certain tasks in the lesson, the selection of instructional methods and techniques, determining the methods of assessment and evaluation, awarding students, classroom communication, class order, and rule are all evaluated. Professional communication autonomy refers to teachers' ability to communicate themselves without fear or concern to their colleagues, managers, and parents. Autonomy in the teaching process and professional communication teacher views towards the use of technology in the classroom are positive influenced by the autonomy as a result. The finding of this study revealed that teachers' educational level, teaching process autonomy, and professional communication autonomy all plays a role in internalizing positive attitude toward the use of technology in the classroom.
In reflection to this research review, it shows a great impact on how teachers' attitudes effectively provide a better way of teaching that could increase students' enthusiasm inside the classroom. With the use of technology as a teacher, it can help your students gain their interest towards the lesson being discussed and eventually form a better way of communication between teachers and students. Through this advent of technology and autonomy, it will be easier in providing information, ideas, thoughts, and knowledge with one another. And as a soon to be teacher, it helps me to become more efficient and effective towards what I do. And I think that will be all for our discussion. I hope all of you listened and learned from us. Thank you.